pro dance here with me tonight. Feast your eyes on some creative director genius, Jason Gilkison's best bits. Jason, everyone. I mean, we just need to bow down to you, Jason, to be perfectly honest. We've just seen there, you have choreographed some of, and I genuinely mean this, some of the most spectacular performances that we've seen on this. Really, hasn't it? Really, really much. No. How on earth did you keep coming up with all these fresh ideas constantly, week in, week out?
You know, it's lovely to work on a show like Strictly because you've got the best in the business. I mean, it's a well-oiled machine, the best production, the best costume. Vicky Gill, I mean, the way she comes up every week, you know. And these pros are the most inspiring people to be in the room with. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, you work on a lot of shows, but you come into a room with these guys, they're exhausted all the time, and they churn out all this stuff that looks far better outside your head than it does in your head. You know what I mean? So I'm just lucky, and, you know, it's a job.
No, you're not lucky. You're very, very talented. You really, really are. And one thing that I always find, especially in the world of Strictly, like you say, it's a well-oiled machine. You don't always have a lot of time to get something nailed down, but how far in advance do you sort of have these ideas and go, right, let's make it?
Well, we start really early. We start like, you know, June, July, August, where we get it in our heads. We know what we're going to do. We think, oh, we'd love to do group numbers like this. This year we're going to do this. Last year we did that. Then in August, the pros come together and every day they churn out one whole routine. And then it's not until the Monday, like of the week of the live show, Monday morning, we dust it off, we have a look at it and go, OK, what was it again? And then, I mean, they've got so much to think about already, and then they've got to do a group routine and a music act and everything on top of that. So
it's absolutely crazy how quick the pros pick it all up. It really, really is. For those of you at home, and especially me, who is new to the Strictly world, especially for me on the inside, what is the week of a creative director like?
Ooh, so Monday morning, all of us get into a room at Elstree, we all get back on set, all a little bit tired, all a little bit grumpy, but everyone sort of gets on with the job, gets back into the feel of that coming week. We spend about 4 hours getting the routine back together. Then they fly off to, you know, all over the country to be with their celeb. They've got then 3 days to pull off their own routine, and myself and my two assistants, we go and visit and make sure we drop in and see that everybody's going okay and everybody's sort of making sure they're comfortable with the dance they're doing. And then Friday, back on set, camera block.
Back on set,
Saturday,
rehearsal.
Sunday, show.
Show. I always find it really, really strange because you are obviously the creative director, but you're no stranger to performing yourself. You've performed all over the world. What's your proudest career moment for you?
It was years ago now, so I mean, I feel more of a choreographer now. But back when I was dancing, I think when I won the British Championships back in the early part of the last century. So,
you must have been 12.
Yeah, I was very young. 89, I think, and we were the first Australians ever to win the World Championship and British Championships in the Latin section. So that was a big moment.
Massive moment.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that's one of them, but you've got plenty of awards under your belt. But am I right in saying you've just had 2 more nominations?
Yeah.
2 more nominations?
Yeah, so we're so excited.
What is it? What is it?
I got nominated for my work on Strictly for the World Choreography Awards. We got 2 nominations, one for Havana from last year and one for our Strictly Trail for Best Commercial. And we're the only nomination outside of the US, so we're really happy.
I'm sorry. Doing it for Great Britain. We have got our first theme week this week, movie week. How are you preparing to make sure it's bigger and better than anyone we've had before?
I mean, who doesn't love a movie? So I just love this week. I think the celebrities love getting to this week. It's like the first hurdle. They've made it to movie week. We have 2 huge group numbers, incredible. So I can't wait for everybody to see those on the weekend. And I mean, seeing the celebs actually, you know, transform into these characters and also learn a dance, it's I think probably that and Blackpool, my two favourite weeks.
Your two favourite things to do?
Definitely.
You're so instrumental to Strictly. I mean, you have choreographed, worked all over the world. And I'm right in saying you've worked on the South African version as well?
Yeah, Dancing with the Stars South Africa.
Dancing with the Stars South Africa. Was you a judge on that?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah,
so this is what I really want, very busy. This is what I really want to know. Out of all of our judges, who would you say your sort of judging critique is most like?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. Probably a little bit more like Motsi, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think she brings something really nice to the panel. I think hopefully I'm a little bit like each of them because I respect, you know, each of what they bring to the panel. So
definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice mix as well.
Yeah, totally nice mix.
I think that's a really nice mix.
We've got a really nice panel here. I think it's one of the best in the world. I think having Motsi now on the panel has also brought something new out in the other three judges, which is really exciting to see.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, Shirley's got a little shimmy partner now with Motsi. I see it all the time. And can I just say as well, you can hear more about South Africa Strictly in Global Glitter Balls tomorrow with Zoe. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Jason, everyone. Absolute icon. Thank you, Jason. And so we end the night with a couple whose waltz certainly